with Martyr for Madison.
If you have a topic that you'd like to hear us weigh in on, just leave us a comment on whatever social media that you saw this podcast shared, and then we'll pick a few of them out for the next episodes.
Was that metronome fapping?
What?
Was it fapping away?
I fap to about a 190.
You've done a metronome?
That's fucking
Fuck
fast,
no.
bro.
You've done it on a metronome?
No, but I listen to music when I do it.
And you know the BPMs for the songs?
I listen to really fast-paced songs.
Depends on the mood.
Dude, it's usually EDM.
You just wait for the drops and then just blow your load?
No, but that's definitely when I fucking kick it.
Here comes the drop. Yes.
All right, so we got a new EP coming out called Nearsighted. We're gonna have a dog with glasses on the cover, right?
That's the plan.
We'll see how it turns out because we don't have any proofs of the artwork or anything like that.
Yeah,
But
we're still talking to Connor about how we're gonna do it, right?
yeah. So what do you, Tom? Why do you think we settled on a dog with glasses for the album art?
Oh shit! What was it? It was like just a train of thoughts, wasn't it? It was we had talked. You had talked about a dog with sunglasses. We talked about dog. I think we just talked about how Coffee, your dog, looks cool in sunglasses. And you have
really what brought it up?
I think it was because you have a picture of him on your wall in sunglasses, and yeah, and I think that was kind of where the idea came from. And then I was like, what if we did, or we just decided like, what if we did him at like the eye doctor? And we'd already kind of, I think, talked about Nearsighted as the...
Right. Nearsighted was the thing, and we all like dogs. I think we covered that on the last podcast. So, no, it's just something different. Well, I think lighthearted.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about not wanting to make it, so serious.
Yeah. So, like, you look at our last couple album covers, they're, dark and morbid or whatever. Or,
Yeah,
that was the start, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
they definitely just have a more serious look to them, but I think with this one, just maybe more fun, playful colors and more fun. We got new artwork coming.
and
We got a new logo coming, is what I meant, as well.
We're going to redo the logo.
So it's kind of a whole rebrand that we got going on.
We're going to focus on Madison instead of Martyr for Madison, so it's not so metal sounding.
Yeah.
And that's interesting because maybe the new stuff isn't so metal sounding, right, Ryan?
Yeah, it's definitely not metal sounding. I'd have to say falls more into like the emo pop punkish kind of style.
What'd you say, C? For the new style, what's the
Rock
genre?
and roll. I don't know. Yeah, post-hardcore shit.
Yeah, I think there's
But the clean guitars are. I think the clean guitars make it separate it from that though. Like I don't know. It's weird.
I think structurally and they still have a post-hardcore vibe to them in some ways, but yeah, there's a lot more clean guitar, like almost all clean guitar, and really no screaming at all. So that's a big transition. I'd say it's probably more in the rock world.
Yeah, I also switched from my baritone guitar. I'm now playing in drop D, so I think that just that brings out that really low end from the guitar, kind of
Lightens up.
It does, yeah. But the chords I think are still, I still use a lot of texture in the chords. It's still definitely got the got that feel, like in the drum beat. I feel like it definitely feels like those are AC's drum beats, and so
Yeah, that drumming wise, I really didn't. The biggest thing is I'm not using double bass.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't think I've really changed too much.
Okay. So it's like rock with elements of post-hardcore and emo and pop punk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was told the other day it was Finchcubus.
Finchcubus?
Yep.
You let some people listen to it?
Yeah, I gave Richie a peek at it.
What do you hear?
He liked it a lot. I played him. I don't know the new title of it.
Is it More?
Tell us the old title. I think we're
I
still
played him
settling
in
on the
Stone
titles.
first.
In Stone is the set title,
Yep.
so you'll see that on the record.
He really liked that one.
That was that. You heard them all of them or just that one?
No, and then I showed him Doug,
Okay.
and yeah, he really liked him.
I would say Doug is probably closest to our old style because it's still on the baritone guitar. So there's one guitar or one song that I'm still playing in drop B flat, and it goes to a dirty channel at the end. But from our old style, would be like the lightest song.
Oh, he was like, he's like, you guys don't sound like you used to. It's like, you're light.
Yeah,
And I was like, is that bad? He goes, no, it's good, man. Like, he's like, it sounds good.
it feels good. I mean, it feels like a logical change to me anyway. It's like,
I think what it boils down to though is like this was just like, I mean, I just enjoy what we're playing a lot better than
Well,
what
it
we were
started
playing
off
before.
so jammy. Like, we would just
Yeah.
get together and just, I don't know, we weren't really, like, trying to do anything.
right. I think for me, I think I've said in the past, like playing guitar is like an outlet, like when I'm feeling angry and frustrated. Like I remember writing like the song "Lonely Homes and Dial Tones" after like I had a really shitty conversation with my boss that day, and I just went home and I fucking played guitar for a really long time, and that song came out of that. Like so, like a lot of that shit for me comes out of an angry place, and I think like now I'm not as angry all the time, so it makes more sense for me to write from the emotional place I'm at, if that makes sense. Which is just kind of like, I just want to hang and have a good time, and
Dude, I'd definitely say I agree with that because, like, if I have a shitty day and I go home and fucking throw some headphones on and start practicing along to some heavy music, I mean, it makes me feel better in general. Just releasing that. But
Right.
playing the new stuff, like, while I'm playing it, I'm always just, like, happy. And, like, when you go from playing what we were playing to this, if I was on stage looking happy playing our old shit, people would be like, what the fuck? Why is he smiling so much? But now it's going to be like, a good fit for it.
Yeah, and not that you can't like smile if you're like in a hardcore band. There's some bands that like do that, but I just think the authenticity that we were going for didn't involve a lot of smiling.
yeah, I still like heavy music.
Yeah.
And there's
Oh, I still listen to heavy music
Yeah.
every day.
it's just
Yeah,
this is more fun right now to me.
To me, right now, this is more fun.
Yeah. Don't listen to much of the style that we're doing right now.
Yeah. So people might not like it if they're only into the heavy aspects of our music, but I think overall people will appreciate the songs. I think these are the best written songs we have. All of them across the board, I think, are better than anything we've previously done.
Best
As far
written
as
and best
songwriting.
produced as well. It's
Best-
gonna be
yeah.
it's gonna sound the best too. I think we really took our time on it, and yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song on the EP, AC?
In Stone, for sure.
Okay.
That was, I don't know, it did not sound like, when we wrote it, and, we even had, like, rough recordings of it. But once we got the first rough mix back, it sounded badass. Like, it had a whole different sound to me, to my ear anyway,
What do you think changed that? Because like we'd been playing it the same way.
I don't know, man, just everything.
Just
I guess I really couldn't
hearing
hear
it back,
Yeah.
and just hearing the overall vibe to it.
Yeah.
I kind of
really
get that
weird.
with every song that we have after we go and get it recorded.
It comes back fresh.
It sounds different than like when we're playing it down here, and I'm like, oh shit. But with all these new songs, like you're right, they do sound better after we recorded them, and it's sweet.
Yeah.
Ryan, what's your favorite song on the?
Mine, More. Are we still calling it More?
No.
Okay, what do we change it to now?
Well, okay, so it's the song. The chorus is "Time has turned its back on me." So
Yeah.
we don't know what it's going to be called yet, but working title was "Fatal," and then "More," and we talked about something today. I don't think we're gonna. Or are you gonna? Name
I think
that,
if we're
or-
gonna do O'Doyle Rules, we have to do the whole Happy Madison album. It'd have to be O'Doyle Rules, Veronica Vaughn. You'd have to have Stop Looking at Me, Swan. Then you if you're gonna go goofy with it, then go goofy. Why don't we
Okay.
just call it by the ones that we can remember them easiest by, and just call it Fatal?
We can call it that for now. I really think you should change it though.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song?
Mine?
Yeah.
I think mine is In Stone as well as
Okay.
AC's, but I really, really like. Was it Town? Is that what you were?
Yeah, I think that's what it's still called.
Or no, I think
No,
yeah,
A Better
Town.
Place.
Oh,
A Better Place.
I just said that too.
God, you guys have me so lost now.
We gotta stop doing working titles. Tom just needs to name shit the right thing the first
Why
time.
don't we just call it Town? I remember it.
So the town is a better place?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably that is tied with the In Stone as my favorite.
Yeah.
It's really, I love how quick it is. I love how both those songs are just punchy and quick. And I think we talked about this before, but really the songs on the album, none of them are much over 3 minutes, if any, like if at all. A lot of 2.5 minute, 2:45. But I really like that. It's like straight to the point. It's punchy, and I don't think that there's anything that you need to add to it to make it, like, you couldn't make it any better, I don't think, with adding something to it or making it longer. It is perfect how it is, and I love it.
Yeah, I think Better Place is probably, like, I'd have to say that's, end of the day, my favorite song. But Fatal or More or whatever, O'Doyle Rules, whatever it's going to be, that's, I think, like, for me, I vibe with that song the best. So, like, it feels the best to me. I still think that one's the most fun for me to play. And it's weird because I play the least on it. Like, there's a ton of bass guitar in it.
But
I
then
like listening to you guys. I think is why I like doing it.
you
'Cause
also get to
honestly, I
sing
sit
too
there
on
and
this
chill.
on the chorus, and it comes together really nicely.
Right. I do some singing on that.
Yeah,
one.
you do a lot more singing just live on this album too.
Right. Well, you do a lot more singing as well. All
Well,
singing. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it makes sense when we're doing singing verses and singing choruses. It brings it up on the chorus to have another vocal on there, especially live.
Yeah.
You know, you can do anything in a studio, but
And I think I think we wrote it that way too, though, to have these harmonies that we can play live, because I definitely, you said this before, Nate, that when you see a band that puts the time in and actually gets the harmonies down, and like they set themselves apart from bands that don't do them. Like,
right. I remember seeing Southpaw for the first time, and those guys just like the guitarist is the main singer, and the bassist did backups, but he was doing backups on like 60% of songs, and he was killing all the backups. And that time we opened for Hawthorne Heights at one point, and those guys I remember just being mind blown that they were just perfect pitch
they're
the
on
whole
point,
song
yeah.
on both the guitar, or both the main vocal who was playing guitar and the bassist again who was doing the backups, and it was just like, I really appreciate that when bands do that. It's
and
cool.
It does. I think it elevates the choruses and helps
Yeah,
out.
that song "Time Has Turned Its Back on Me." That I was starting to say, like, I get to actually sit back and kind of watch you guys play, and that's kind of fun for me. It's like, there's like this lead bass part on the verse part, and I just get to I play almost nothing on it, and I just get to sit and watch Ryan play it every time. I like that song a lot.
The drum show really puts it together there. That's AC's new nickname, is the drum show.
Appreciate the drum show's additions to the song.
Yeah, and we can all appreciate a good drum show.
You'll never see a fucking drum show.
Oh, we'll see it.
So, you guys are talking about. We've been talking about working titles. Do you guys remember any of the working titles for like the old songs? Like,
I remember "Stay Frosty."
"Stay Frosty." What song was that? Do you remember? Like, you
I
got.
know the song, but I can't think of the title of it. Yeah, just take it from me.
Oh, There and Back.
Yeah.
There and Back. So that was "Stay Frosty."
shit.
We called that Stay Frosty?
See, now you guys don't even remember. You're
remember
making
that.
a big
I
deal.
remember
Dude, what
that.
the fuck is town?
Dude, I remember one from a long time ago when we had Richie and Dave in the band. It was AC's Fuck Up. Do you remember that?
Was that an interlude?
No, that was Memories Burn. That's like the only
Really?
one that
Holy
stuck with
shit.
me. Yeah. Other than
That's
that, I think I
interesting.
forgot them all.
I remember Vanilla Pound.
Oh, I was gonna say that one.
I didn't even say it all the way through. Vanilla Pound Scream is what we called it, and that was
Which one was that?
Familiar Distance is now what it's
Oh
called.
my god, was it
Yeah,
really?
That was.
Yeah.
Those are the two that I remember the easiest.
And you don't remember any of the working titles?
I don't. I mean, I remember having them, but I know they're all fucking stupid.
They're always stupid. We always name them something stupid.
What else are you gonna name them? My Song 2, My Song 3.
Yeah.
I do remember we have that song that we never finished, Brown Chicken Brown Cow.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Took me like 3 months to realize that it was wow wow.
Brown chicken, brown cow. Yeah, it's that stupid children's joke. What's the sexiest barnyard animal? Brown chicken, brown cow. There were some funny
I feel
ones.
like if you went through the Dropbox, you could probably find some that are still in it, like Green Cup.
Oh yeah,
That
that
was
was Norco, right?
No, that was Doug.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, we used to call it Green Cup.
Yeah, where'd that come from?
I
came
remember
from a
where that
green
came
cup?
from. I remember where that came from.
AC
when
just so happens to have a green cup in his hand right now too.
Tom was at my house and I started playing that, and he's like, "Well, that was cool. What was that?" I was like, "I don't know. It was just two chords just plucked out." I was like, I wasn't particularly impressed with it. Like I wasn't like, I should bring this to the band, see what they think.
You were just
But
wheeling, I think.
Yeah, I was just fucking around, and Tom really liked it, so we started, and he came up with a cool vocal part like right away to it. So then we kept it, and I was like, well, what do I need to call it? And I had a green cup full of water sitting on a desk, and I was like, Tom, what do you want to name it? Because I was like, this is your song, and he goes, Green Cup.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's it. So that's
Well, it's one of those ideas like you probably throw how many of your own ideas away and you self-edit and things like that. Like anytime you're making any type of art, you probably like have some type of self-edit, and so, but you couldn't, like, you didn't have time to throw it away. I just liked it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, I remember. I'll cheers to that was Tangerine Dream.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Dude, there's no reason we shouldn't be able to remember some of these.
Yeah. Well.
I don't know. I
Memories
try
of-
so hard
memories
to
a bitch.
forget them. You know?
Yeah, when you.
Yeah. So forget town. It's a better place.
Yeah, I do really hate forgetting, like, when we go to start a song and you guys are like, all right, it's called this. And I'm like, oh, which one is that now?
I know, but that's what we
I
gotta
don't
do
like
so
that.
like you guys can forget it. Is like just stop calling it that. So
we just
sooner
need to
figure out
nail.
what Fatal's
We just
gonna
need to
be.
nail it down.
Yeah, but I don't know. Now, who would be the ideal band for you guys each to open for? Like with this
okay.
new style. I feel
Yeah,
like.
because it probably playing this style definitely is gonna be a little stylistically different. It's gonna be different bands that we would open for.
Movements would be really cool. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Citizen.
movements.
We saw Tiny Moving Parts is coming to the stash.
Yep, I think that'd be a good one. Tiny Moving Parts would be a good one.
They would be a good one to open for sure.
So yeah, but I think like stylistically we could probably open anywhere from A Day to Remember or Foo Fighters or all right, new EP Nearsighted
It's gonna be
coming
cool.
out this year probably.
I think it'll come out this year.
I really hope so.
We'll get the artwork back soon. We'll get all that shit taken care of soon.
I think the big thing will be the music video at this point.
Yeah.
Because we got a pretty big idea for A Better Place.
Yeah.
And it's going to involve a lot of pulling things together.
Yeah.
Which hasn't even begun yet, so.
We'll see.
But the artwork's underway, and we've got the first take on the music. We've got the tracks back from Lee Albrecht. Yeah, coming soon.
Cool. Sweet. Thanks, guys.